जय हिंद दोस्तों। एसएसबी इंटरव्यू की तैयारी आप कर रहे हैं एंड वी होप कि आपकी प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छी चल रही होगी। बच्चों के सवाल आते हैं अलग अलग विषयों से लेकर के, तो आज मैंने कर्नल सर से आग्रह किया कि आपके जो सवाल हैं जीपीई को लेकर के उसके बारे में कर्नल सर आज हमें गाइड करने वाले हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो कर्नल सर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
धन्यवाद।
और सर, बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम रहती है ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज में, और कैसे उसको करना चाहिए, क्या मेन पॉइंट्स हैं, क्या मुद्दे हैं जिनको ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज के दौरान बच्चे को बहुत बारीकी से ध्यान में रखना चाहिए।
Good morning, gentlemen. The second task in GTO is group planning exercise, and as the name suggests, it is planning of a problem by the whole participation of the entire group. In this, you get a narrative and a plain paper. This is being done generally either in map reading room, where according to the narrative, a 3D map is made on the ground, where villages, roads, rivers, jungles, huts, etc. are marked, or it is on a flex, where the same details are given on a map hanging wall. The first step that the candidates need to do, because this is something very new, we are not used to this kind. It's not that it is very difficult, but it is something that we are not used to dealing with problems like that. So you get the narrative and you get some time to read the narrative. Utilize that time fully to understand the narrative, the problems involved, the resources given, and also on ground how it fits in with the given map. This is important. That's the time only when you are making your plan. Like any plan that we make in our day-to-day life, supposing you have to go to a marketplace, you have to go to a movie, you first take stock of your resources. It is same here with your planning. First, having read the narrative fully and having understood it, you decide first what are the problem or problems, because there will be more than 2 or 3 problems generally. Once you have seen the problems, identified them, the step 2 is to prioritize them, because everything cannot be dealt at the same time. And to do that, I would advise a simple solution, because at times it would be difficult for you to decide what problem should be taken first and second and third and so on. A thumb rule on the matter is that any situation that leads to damage of more life will be the priority one. There are no exception on this, because human life is precious, and in case there are more than 2-3 problems, but more people's life are in danger, attempt that first, plan that to rescue that first. To do any planning, you need resources. Having done your prioritizing, the third stage is resource planning. To do anything, you need resource, and the resources, all resources are or can be grouped into broadly 3 groups. Human resource. In human resource, the narrative already would include some information, like you are a group of 5 students or a group of students going on picnic in a bus or something like that, where either numbers are indicated directly, or in case it is a jeep, jonga, you can imagine that 7, 8 people, or if it is a marriage procession, if it is going on a bus, so 30, 40, a reasonable, so human resource, which is already indicated. And also, if in your planning you need more people, just not for collecting a big crowd, but if in case your solution demands participation of more people, then you can take help of people from indicated. In case there is a village or something nearby, there must be places. So first is human resource, and the identification is like the way I told you. Second is material resource, which includes vehicles, guns, or any other material which is indicated or which is likely to be available. Like in case there is a village indicated, so village, it can be a reasonable guess, would have some people having bicycle, motorcycle, tractors, and things like that. So you can include in your planning if it is so desired, not just because there is a village, so you should collect a crowd. No. And thirdly, and most important, it's time resource. Because in this planning, it is not a layman who is doing this planning. Your capability is assessed to ensure or to see whether you are being able to do things under a time press. Because as you are already aware, your group discussion, group planning, your PGT, HGT, command task, everything is done under a time press. So here also it applies, and therefore whatever times are indicated in your narrative, in giving your solution, you must include all those factors and give a rough estimate of your step 1 will take how much time, 2 will take how much time, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. A good time plan will definitely fetch you more marks. And finally, in all such narratives, there is likely to be a red herring, something to mislead you, something to draw your attraction, like it happened in Ramayana, where a golden deer was running in front of Mata Sita, and she was distracted. Similarly, there will be a red herring, something which will be included in the narrative to detract you. So leave that apart, because that doesn't need your attention, or that doesn't need you to spend your precious resources to solve the problem. Thank you.
जय हिंद। आपको आई होप कि आपको इसमें ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज का जो मेन मकसद होता है और किस तरह से आपको अपने एग्जामिनेशन के दौरान ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज को परफॉर्म करना है। और आई सजेस्ट कि आप अगर जा रहे हैं तो 2-5 ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज का घर से प्रैक्टिस करके जाएं, अपने ग्रुप में डिस्कशन करके जाएं। और अगर आपको लगता है कि एसएसबी इंटरव्यू की तैयारी करना है तो फोर्स डिफेंस एकेडमी पर हमारा नया बैच 1 मार्च से स्टार्ट हो रहा है। आप उसके लिए अभी अपने आप को एनरोल कर सकते हैं क्योंकि सीट्स लिमिटेड हैं। और अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा है तो इसको लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। कर्नल सर, थैंक यू। जय हिंद, जय भारत, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, भारत माता की जय।